Hello and welcome to another episode of the Slit Cordon. I'm Isabel Joyce and I'm joined by my co-host Peter Boyd.
Thanks very much, Izzy, and I'm glad to say that we're joined this evening by Nicholas Pretorius, Kenny Carroll and Fiacre Tucker. You're very welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you, Peter.
So we're here to review cricket. We're at long last we got playing after all the waiting. It finally happened, and I suppose no better place to start with yourself. I suppose, Kenny, you didn't waste any time getting going with a few runs yourself.
Yeah, well, I had enough time to get ready for it now. So we played YM in a really good match. Went to the last ball, so I was looking at the scorecards. I think it was the closest match there was. So just a good match from start to finish. Railway were on top, YM were on top, and it was 2-0 and really good 20-over match. So it was good and obviously dry weather and all, good wickets. So it was good fun.
And did you do much training, Kenny, beforehand?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. No, I did. Yeah. No, don't worry. I don't think the days that just turn up and playing are gone. I think you have to make sure you put proper practice in, otherwise it's not really going to happen really for you. So you have to do the training if you're going to play cricket these days.
You definitely have to put the training in. I suppose for someone like yourself, Fiacre, when you were looking to put together a team for last weekend, how did you go about that with so many lads missing?
Yeah, it was obviously quite difficult with 5 lads being away with the Ireland team, and then 3 of our other young lads playing with Trinity as well. But there's loads of young lads there in Pembroke who are coming through and willing to play, so it actually wasn't too difficult to find 11 very good cricketers that have been training with the first team or playing with the seconds that have been doing well for the seconds as well. So we had 11 good cricketers out in the field on Saturday against Leinster, and we had a good performance in as well.
A good performance, and you did well yourself, obviously doing well, and Theo in amongst the runs. So seasons may change, but some things don't when it comes to Theo and yourself getting runs.
Yeah, nothing changed for Theo now, but it's nice for me to get a few runs to start off the season anyway. But yeah, Theo just does what he usually does and gets runs pretty much every game, so it's great to be back.
Do you think it's a great season for you guys to give some youngsters a go now that you've got kind of 5 internationals there and a few lads missing playing for Trinity?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for, there's been a couple of lads who've probably would have deserved their chance on the team maybe last year, even the year before, but haven't had their time to shine yet. So it's a good time for them to maybe show exactly what they're worth, and for them to really come to the fore now and have their chance to put on a show in front at Division 1 level as well.
Yourself there, Nicholas, obviously you're playing with Trinity now. You're up against one of your former clubs in Phoenix, but how are you settling in there and how are you getting on?
Yeah, very good. We met up just pre-COVID. We haven't really trained as a squad, but all the guys have their own clubs and they've trained with their current club. So it's a little bit weird turning up at Phoenix, playing against all the guys that I know so well. But Phoenix have a really strong side. They've got a few guys in, and the youngsters have really come of age. So it was a nice test. Obviously, didn't go the way I would have liked for myself and for the team. But on a plus side, it was good wicket keeping again, and always enjoyable to play in the park. So yeah.
And we're looking through the list and that, and obviously this teams have players from various other clubs as well. No sign of the Nigel Jones around last weekend. Was he busy elsewhere?
Yeah, he's a busy man. He's all over the place. So we take him when we can. He'll probably play a couple of games, but it'd be great to have his experience on the park, and he knows so much about the game and about the Irish game. So yeah, looking forward to playing with him.
What kind of difficulties do you find when your team can't train together? You know, Trinity players are training with their own clubs, like you said. Does that present some problems?
I suppose it's not new for me, having played for Munster. So that's the kind of thing that we've always done, is just get together and play, and that's why that weekend sort of fixtures are really good for us. The guys will just have to get to know each other, and the best way is to be out in the middle and enjoy the game.
And Talking about that with the with Munster, you mentioned there, Nicholas. Obviously, later on in the summer, we will get some into pros as well. Is that something that you're looking to push on for with getting representative cricket this summer?
Well, it's hard to know. It's like, I don't know. I'm a working man now, so if the opportunity presents itself, absolutely, I'll take some holidays as I did last year. But no, if there's a youngster coming through as a wicketkeeper and he's doing a better job than me, then give it a person for sure. It'd be great to represent Munster again, but it's not something I'm dedicated to or working towards. It. If it happens, great stuff, and yeah, just enjoy cricket. That's the main thing.
Excellent. And Faker, obviously we had 2 games, inter-squad games going on this week, and you were involved. Is it great to see some more young talents coming through with the Leinster Lightning?
Yeah. We had 2 games. We had one today in Elkhill, and we had one on Tuesday in YM. And it was 2 very high standard games, and it was nice to see some new faces that I wouldn't have seen. The last that have come through in the last couple of years, likes of Jamie McNulty and Tim Tector and people like that, who are very talented guys and have been doing brilliantly in their clubs as well. So it was great to see them on show.
There seems to be a lot of new players coming through, Kenny. A couple that Faker's mentioned there, and plenty more around that age and just a little bit older. Do you think the fact that cricket's gone professional in Ireland and the standard of Leinster Lightning in particular is encouraging those players to stay in the game and play at a high standard?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah. So there's obviously so many opportunities now for young players, and I think it's important that they get chances. So it keeps them motivated, keeps them interested. Obviously, Faker explained this week there was a couple of matches where loads of players getting a chance, and another player I played against, we played against on Saturday, Mikey O'Reilly, who I think he was developing there last few years. Now he's look good with the ball with the bat as well. So another young lad as well. So it's great. They can there's so many things now they can, if they perform, if they get runs and wickets, it's all about in cricket. You know what I mean? But they have to do that. You know what I mean? But there is a lot of opportunities there for the guys who put their hand up.
You're talking about those opportunities there as well, Kenny. One player that we kind of saw coming through with your own club there was Alex Styles, and how's he looking and ready to go for this season?
He didn't get any runs there on Saturday, but hitting the ball really well, and down training every day, so it's in good shape. So
it's nice to see cricket change rooms haven't changed. You had to get in that you didn't get any runs last weekend in first before you compliment him.
No, but yeah. But well, that's cricket. It doesn't matter who you are. But but I'd say between now and the end of the season, I'd say I'll have a few good knocks. Hits the ball, times it so well. Play really good technique. You know what I mean? So guy's going to score. He's going to score runs. You know what I mean? Like all batsmen, you're going to have times where you don't score too many, but if you're doing a lot of things right, you're gonna score runs as well. So
Nicholas, your teammates, a lot of them are youngsters who maybe haven't played for a lot of first team cricket before. Do you think it's important for them to play on a team like Trinity to kind of find their feet and get that experience and maybe put their names in the hat when they go back to their own clubs?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a nice opportunity to play against the best in the league. It's nice for me to play with new people and youngsters as well, to sort of give them a little bit of that I know. No, it's a great opportunity for me as well to be sort of a coach and a mentor while being a player. So I'm looking forward to that, and just excited to be part of the Trinity network, to be honest.
Great place to play.
Great place to play. When it's packed, I don't think there's a better venue.
No, definitely not.
And looking to yourself then, Faker, with Pembroke as well. Obviously, you've got a few weeks now where you're going to be playing with players down, but you've been through those younger guys. How do you see the opening weeks of the competition for your chances of winning it even?
Yeah, I think we can win every game. I know the guys come back from the Irish tour, I think maybe the start of August, but we've kind of planned our season that we won't really have them at all. We don't know what they're going to be having to do when they get back, about the 14-day quarantine period or anything. So we've planned as though they won't be playing for us. So the lads have been training really hard, and I think we've got 11 good players that we can put out in the pitch every weekend, and we'll be hungry to get another trophy on the board and do well again this season.
You're obviously you're heading into a game against Phoenix this weekend. We had Adam on last week. He was telling us that he was maybe eyeing up this game as an opportunity, but you don't think that that's going to be as an easy touch as maybe he was thinking last week when he was talking to us.
Yeah, there are a couple that we've had a couple of very good games against. They have a few decent young players coming through, and there's obviously a couple of lads that have come over to play for them that we're not too sure about. We don't really know that much about them, but I think if we just kind of focus on ourselves and do what we do well, we're going to be bowling a lot of spin down in Pembroke, and I think if we focus on ourselves, we should be. I think we should be the better team on the day. But Phoenix are an excellent side, and it'll be a good game to come down and watch it.
And for yourself, Kenny, what constitutes a good season for yourselves in Railway?
Well, I think obviously there's 8 in our group and 7 in the other group, so it's like what you want is to be in with a chance of qualifying out your group, as long as possible. So like you don't want the last few matches been dead rubbers or whatever really. So just staying in the contest as long as you can, and then see where it takes you. And obviously try and get in the top 2, and then you can get into the semi-finals. And who knows what can happen, especially 2020. So
looking forward to playing in Balbriggan, those short boundary.
We've actually the last few years we played Railway and Balbriggan, played quite a lot against each other, and had some really good matches, like sort of 50-50 records. So like really, I like playing out there. It's really friendly place, and really good, nice people and stuff. So good rivalry with them. So looking forward to it. Hopefully get a bit of dry weather. And obviously the wicket out there is really good, and it's sort of like really like the dimensions of the ground are interesting because you can have overs that go for 20 plus runs. Then if you bowl well, you can have overs not going for too many runs because so it's like a good place to play.
Nicholas, yourself, you're a tough fixture away to Marion.
Yeah, Marion's obviously a very strong club, but I like playing at Marion. There's a lot of runs out there once you get yourself in, once the ball goes past the infield, and you can hit straight. So I'll be trying to hit straight anyway for a change. So looking forward to it. It's always good to play against the best. Marion have a strong team. I don't think they brought anyone over, but they'll still have the strong bowling attack that they have. So it'll be a challenge for us. But as many people know, and as a lot of guys have said, you just need 2 or 3 players to come off, and we'll be looking to do that as well and upset some teams. I think it's always nice coming in as an underdog. Sort of the expectations are very low, and the opposition might underestimate you. So looking forward to it, and it's just 3 minutes down the road from me anyway. So happy days.
I'm looking forward to an upset there maybe, and a few more around the grounds. Hopefully we get some really good tight fixtures on Saturday. A few more like Kenny's Railway victory over YM. So thanks so much for coming on, guys. Best of luck at the weekend, and stay healthy. That's it from us from the Slip Cordon.
Really appreciate you joining us, guys. Thanks very much.